So just me, but he'll be back next week to team teach with me and demonstrate some more gentle variations. So this evening, please listen to your body first. I'll talk you through some gentle options. I'll throw in some challenges for those of you who would like them. So feel free to skip parts if they're too strong and stay with the gentle variations, no problem. Okay, come to standing on your mat. Bring your hands to your hips. Look down at your feet and check they're parallel. Lift and spread your toes. See if you can ground your baby toe, fourth, third, second and big toe. Take your weight forwards, lift your heels. Take a breath here. See if you can inhale and lengthen. Exhale, let your heels ground, and then release your hands by your sides. Palms facing front, open, and just close your eyes for a moment here. As we continue with our spring series, last week we explored freedom in our postures, in our asana. And this week we're going to focus on feeling grounded in our postures, grounded in ourselves through our practice. It's been a very windy, blustery weekend here in Whangamata, so it's nice to feel grounded. It's changing spring weather. Notice how your body's feeling now. And now begin to notice the movements of your breath as you bring your right hand to rest on your lower belly and your left hand on your upper chest. Take a deep inhalation and sigh your breath out through your mouth. Now let's begin some yoga breathing. As you inhale, breathe into the right hand, into the belly. Let that breath roll up to your collarbones and exhale in reverse from left hand to right. Inhaling belly to chest. Exhaling chest to belly. Twice more like this. Nice long, slow inhalation. Long, slow exhalation. Feeling grounded and connected to the mat or the ground beneath you. With your next exhalation, release your hands. Inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, draw your hands through heart center. And release. Twice more, just like this. Inhale, reaching high. Exhale, grounding, bringing your hands back through heart center. Last time. Releasing your hands, stepping your feet wider, toes turned out slightly. Exhale here, ground your feet. Inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, bend your knees, come down into a squat. Just gently. Inhale to rise. Arms wide, really pulling your shoulder blades back. Exhale. Starting to move with the breath, connecting to the breath. Building a little bit of gentle heat as we warm up the shoulders, upper back, legs and core. Once more. Good, and then release the hands. Step back to hip width distance apart. Inhale, sweep your hands to shoulder height now. And take a few breaths here, just pulling your arms back, shoulder blades squeezing towards each other, hands drawing back, lifting the heart, lifting the chest. And with an exhalation, bring your hands to heart center again. Inhale, lifting your chin. Exhale, drop your chin, release your hands and come down, spinal curls. Inhale to rise, let your arms just dangle. Sweeping your hands high. Exhale to heart center. Good, dropping your chin, rolling all the way down. Inhale to rise. Good, last time. Exhale, sending it down. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Let's jump the feet a little wider now. Stepping or jumping, toes turn in slightly. Inhale, reach your fingers high. Exhale, bend your knees, come all the way down. Inhale, unfold. If you like, you can make this a little more energized. So bending the knees deeply, exhaling down. Inhaling, coming up. You can sigh the breath out through your mouth if you like. Good, last time. And inhaling, coming up. Exhale, hands to heart center, heel toe your feet together. So stepping to the front of your mat. Inhale, reach out of your hips. Exhale, bring your hands down, step back with your left foot. Good. Inhale, rise into crescent lunge. Now you can always bring your back knee down if you like for a more gentle practice, or keep your back knee lifted as you bring your thumbs to the back of your head. So here, starting to really lengthen through your neck, opening your chest and really warming up your shoulders. One more breath here. Release your hands. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, release your hands either side of the front foot. Stepping up, let's change sides. Inhale to a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, step back with the right foot now. Again, you can bring that back knee down if you like, or keep it lifted for more of a challenge. As we inhale, rise into crescent lunge. Palms come together, and then you reach your thumbs to the back of your head. Just to the base of the skull there, really lengthening through your spine, lengthening through the back of your neck, pulling your elbows back. One more breath, lifting your heart. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, release your hands. This time, we're coming back to all fours now as we find Bisalasana cat-cow. So knees hip-width distance apart, hands planted under your shoulders. Exhale, round your spine as you press the ground away with your hands and the tops of your feet. Inhale, lift your tailbone. Heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale. Moving with your breath. See if you can let your tailbone move first and your head move last. As you inhale, let the movement ripple up your spine. As you exhale, let the movement ripple up your spine. Twice more, just like this. Good, and now coming to center, really grounding into the left hand here as you extend the right leg. So finding that balance. When you're ready, raising that leg to about hip height, a little lower if you like. If this is strong, you can just work here with little toe taps. If you're feeling like more of a challenge, you can now reach that left hand forwards and breathe. Keep the back of your neck nice and long. Your gaze can be down to the ground between where your hands would be, or straight ahead if you like. For an extra challenge, inhale, take your hands and foot out to the side, and then exhale, hug the midline. Let's do this twice more. Good, and now we'll come back to center and release. Circling your hips around your knees for a moment in one direction and then the other. Good, coming back to center and straightening the left leg now. Again, nice long spine. Raising that leg to stay and breathe, or toe taps if you need more of a gentle practice today, that's fine. Listen to your body first. When you're ready, you can reach your right hands in front, reaching through your fingertips. If you're working with this extension, inhaling your hands and heel to the side, exhale, hugging the midline. Twice more. And then releasing with an exhalation. Good. Once more, circling your hips around your knees and perhaps your shoulders around your wrists. And changing direction when you're ready. And coming back to find center. Taking your knees wider now, as though you were coming back into a wide leg child's pose, but tucking your toes. Coming back up to your knees. You can double roll your mat if this is tough on your knees. I'll turn to face you. Bringing your hands to your hips. Inhale, lengthen. Reach high with your right hand and then begin to reach back. Perhaps just looking out over your shoulder. If you like, come to rest your hands on your heel. And then release, sweep the hand round. Change sides. So just taking it as far as you are ready to go. So moving into a few little back bends. Once more each side. Last time, left hand sweeps high. And then releases. Good, just untucking your toes now. Coming, again, staying at kneeling on your mat, but this time extending the left leg wide. So see if you can ground the outside edge of your left foot. Keep the inner arch lifted. Hips are fairly level. So side gate pose, a really beautiful stretch through the inside of the left leg here. Rolling your shoulders back and down. Again, see if you can lengthen the sides of your waistline. Nice long spine. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, reach forwards. Bring your fingertips down. This might be enough if you'd like a little extension. Reach your right hand under the left arm. Come down onto that shoulder. Perhaps resting your left hand on your left hip or reaching it high. And again, we'll just take a couple of breaths here. Connecting to that strong foundation. You're very grounded in the pose, and it gives you the freedom to extend and explore your boundaries today. Bring that left hand down when you're ready. Come back up. Good. When you're ready, come back up and reach your hands high. For a moment, release the left hand. Take a big stretch over to the left side. Feel that stretch through the right side of your body. And then bring that right hand all the way down now. Left hand can rest on your hip. So this is our gentle variation, a half side plank. Again, if you'd like more of a challenge, you can play with raising this leg if you wish. Those of you who would really like a challenge today, ground your right hand and slide that foot back. We are coming to stack the feet into a full side plank. And if that's not enough for you, if you like, you can bring the top knee in and extend. Maybe a couple more times. To be very grounded to not wobble. Releasing that bottom knee when you're ready. And then reaching high with the left hand. Coming back up, hands come to the hips. Good. When you're ready, we'll take it to the other side. So extending the right leg wide. Come on, my mat, hold. So grounding the outside edge of your foot. Inner arch stays lifted. We try and level the hips as much as possible. That usually means dropping the right hip in this case. Take a breath here. Roll your shoulders back and down. Elbows back. Tailbones reaching down as well as we lengthen out of the hips. Good. When you're ready, reach forwards. Hands come down, and again, this might be enough. If you'd like an extension, sweep that left arm under. Perhaps reaching your right hand to your right hip or right hand high. Breathing fully and deeply, pressing the back of your left hand into the ground if you're taking the extension here. And releasing when you're ready. Gently pressing back up. When you're ready, hands come to the hips. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, relax your shoulders as we take a stretch to the right side this time. Reaching with the left hand. Let's get a big stretch from the outside of the left knee all the way over to the left baby finger. When you're ready, bring that hand down. Setting up for side plank on the other side. So perhaps here, for a few breaths, you can try that leg raise if you like. And those of you who are ready to explore a full side plank, plant your left hand and reach your left foot back, stack your feet. So one on top of the other. And if you like, bring the top knee in. Inhale to extend, exhale to contract. Good, last time. Awesome. Keep lifting that bottom hip high. And release when you're ready. Coming back to that side gate pose. Awesome. Coming back to kneeling. Good. Tuck your toes. Sit back on your heels so you get a nice stretch through the soles of the feet. Lengthening your tailbone down. Bring your hands to your heart center and take a breath here. When you're ready, gently release your hands, either taking hold of your elbows behind your back or bring your palms together behind your back. And take a few more grounding breaths here. If it's too strong in the feet, you can untuck your toes. It's fine. When you're ready, gently release. Hands come forward. Untuck your toes now and tap out the tops of your feet. When you're ready, tuck under your toes, stretch back to downward facing dog, treading one heel at a time towards the ground, warming up the backs of your legs. Really pressing the ground away. Just shaking out your head, letting your head dangle. One more breath. Inhale, lift your hips high. Exhale, press the backs of your legs away from you. And then come down onto your knees. Hover your chest between your hands. Bring your belly down for cobra or rolling forwards into up dog. Take a breath. Either tucking the toes and pressing back or coming through kneeling to down dog. You can raise the left leg high if you like, or just bend the knee and step that foot forwards. Drop your back knee down. Coming up one small crescent lunge. If you like, you can, again, pick your back knee up off the floor or keep it grounded. As we inhale, sweep the hands high. Exhale the right hand down. This time we're coming into a little side twist here. So again, keep lunging deep into this front knee. Maybe trying to get the thigh parallel, but reaching high with the top hand. One more breath. Releasing when you're ready, ground your hands. Come through the vinyasa of your choice. If you like, you can do this with one leg raised or coming down to cobra if you prefer, no problem. When you're ready, raising the opposite leg, stepping it up for crescent lunge on the other side. Hands come to your hips. Inhale, reaching high. When you're ready, coming onto the twist on the other side. Again, lunging deep into that front thigh. This is too strong, the back knee can stay down, and you can rest your hands on your hip, that's fine. One more breath here. When you're ready, gently release. Come through the vinyasa of your choice, cobra, up dog. If you like, you can come through with one leg raised. Or meet in downward facing dog. And then come down to the knees, lower down to the belly. Bring your forearms to the front of your mat to rest your forehead on. Turn your toes in and your heels out. Rolling your hips side to side. Allowing your breath to settle. When you're ready, bring your inner thighs, big toes, heels together. Press your pubic bone towards the ground as you start to lift your chest. Perhaps keeping your forearms and elbows grounded here. If you like, you can start to reach your hands back, maybe raising the legs a little as well if you wish. One more breath here, releasing when you're ready. Turning your head in one direction, heels out, toes in. You can roll your hips side to side if you wish. When you're ready, we'll come back up, repeating perhaps one of these options. If you wish, you can take hold of the tops of your feet and start to lift the front of your thighs off the floor. Keeping your knees hip-width distance apart. Again, releasing gently and slowly with an exhalation, turning your head in the opposite direction this time. When you're ready, bringing your hands under your chest now. Pressing up to kneeling, taking your knees as wide as your mat. Big toes together, coming back to child's pose. So sit your sit bones down on your heels first, and then walk your hands forward so you can really lengthen into the pose. When your forehead comes down, you can rest it on your hands or on the ground. And now allow your fingers, hands and arms to relax. As you take a few breaths in Balasana, child's pose, if you can feel very grounded in this pose. Arms grounded, forehead grounded, shins and the tops of your feet are grounded. Your hips and sit bones are heavy. But from this foundation, feel length with each inhalation through your spine. When you're ready, gently walk your hands back towards you, coming up to sitting. Bringing the soles of your feet together, letting your knees fall wide, and you can bring your hands behind you to support the pose if you like. Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose or cobbler's pose. And if you like, you can flutter your knees. Just taking a few breaths to warm up your hips before we move into a little seated side stretch. If you are very flexible through the hips, feel free to take hold of the feet, lengthen, maybe even leaning forwards if you wish, wherever you want to be. This is very strong. You can take your hands under your legs to support the pose if you wish. It's quite interesting when we do this, actually. We find that giving support to the hips allows them a little freedom to release a little further. When you're ready, hug that left knee up towards you and extend that left leg wide. Bring the right foot in. Now this might be challenging enough. Feel free to place a blanket or a cushion under this leg to support it. And see if you can work on grounding the back of your left leg, keeping the foot dorsiflexed. Bring your fingertips to the ground. Now see if you can lengthen. Lengthening the sides of your waistline, reaching the crown of your head towards the sky. Again, roll your shoulders back and down a few times. So this may be fine, this may be enough for you. If you like, you can reach your left hand high. And maybe start to reach for the inside of your left leg, just a little. If you are reaching for your toes, be careful not to force or strain. So we're trying to keep space and length here. If you are coming down, you might like to release your top hand high, or even bring it over for a couple more breaths. Bear in mind, we're trying to keep the chest open here. So resting your hands on your hip might be a good option. If you are coming over, see if you can still peek your gaze out under your top arm. When you're ready, gently release. As you come back up, pick up the back of your left knee and ground that foot as you hug the shin. Inhale, sit tall. For a gentle variation, simply turn to your right. For a stronger twist, you can reach your left hand high and bring your fingertips behind you, quite close to the base of your spine, hugging this front knee here. Gently turn your gaze over your left shoulder. If you like, you can bring your elbow to your top knee. If you'd like more room, you can even cross that leg over if you wish. A little more of an extension. Just take care that this sit bone doesn't come up, so keep it down. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Each inhalation, lengthening your spine, sitting tall. And as you exhale, gently turn. Big toe stays grounded. With your next exhalation, slowly and gently release your arms. Come back to face the front. Then we're going to take it to the other side. So the right leg reaches away. Left foot comes in. Again, support with a cushion or a blanket. Take time to set yourself up. You're grounding the back of your leg once more, back of the thigh, calf muscle, and dorsiflexing your foot. When you're ready, inhale, lengthen, sit tall. If you like, you can reach your hand high. Begin to reach for the inside of your leg somewhere. If you are reaching the toe, keep your chest nice and open. There's an option to float that arm over if you wish. Or take it straight up. Just finding a place that feels good for you where you can breathe. Still have room for your breath. So never compromise that. When you're ready, inhale, gently come up, picking up the back of your right knee. grounding that foot, inside or outside. Just checking you can still keep your right sit bone grounded as you hug your front knee. Again, sitting nice and tall. Turning to the left for a gentle variation, or hand comes behind you, hugging the front knee, or bringing the elbow to rest there just above the knee. With each inhalation, lengthen your spine. Each exhalation, turn your gaze over your right shoulder. Check that your face is relaxed, not holding any tension or tightness in your jaw. Keep your right big toe grounded. And see how that gives you a little more room to lift and lengthen into the pose. When you're ready, gently release. Unraveling the legs, taking them long, giving them a shake out. When you're ready, come lay on your back. Feet are grounded, hip width distance apart. See if you can ground your lower back. Wriggle your shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, hands grounded, feet grounded. Inhale, begin to peel your back off the ground and sweep your hands high. At the top of your inhalation, your hands touch overhead, hips reach the full height. Exhale, slowly lower, hands and hips together. Pause at the end of your exhalation. As you inhale, continue. Pausing at the top of your inhalation. Again, exhale to release. So you can make this a little moving meditation, just as high as you like to come with the hips here. Just letting them float high quite effortlessly. No forcing, no straining. Letting your lower back be grounded at the ends of your exhalation. Before your next breath arises, it's really letting the breath lead here. Once more, just like this. This time at the end of your exhalation, pause. Picking your right foot up off the floor. Let your ankle rest just above your left knee. Take a breath here. See if you can support the inside of your right thigh here. Just allowing it to ease away. This might be plenty. If this is a good enough stretch for you, then stay here and breathe. If you wish, you can reach through, taking hold of the back of your left thigh, perhaps straightening the leg. If you like, you can move with your breath, exhaling to bend your knee. Inhale to lengthen. Or just holding in stillness and taking a few breaths, whichever you prefer. Whichever option you're taking, make the next breath your final breath in this pose. And then gently release left foot and right, and we'll take it to the other side. Again, take a moment just to set up here. Take a moment just to gently, not forcing, gently press the left knee away, left inner thigh. See how that feels. See how much space you have to move. Again, no forcing or straining. This may be enough and you can just relax here if you wish. You can reach through, taking hold of the back of the thigh, maybe even the shin if you like. Keep this foot dorsiflex, so keeping this foot active, especially if you'd like to play around with extending the right leg long and exhaling, bending the knee. Just a few variations here you can choose from. Either hold and breathe or move with the breath. Your choice. Taking 2 more breaths wherever you are. Gently releasing with an exhalation. And raising both feet, either holding on behind the thighs, back of the knees for happy baby pose, or reaching for the insides of the inner soles of the feet, the instep. Taking your heels as wide as your knees, a little wider than your hips. If you have room to move, you might like to rock side to side. Or just stay and breathe. Again, no forcing, no straining. When you're ready, releasing slowly. Coming to set yourself up for Shavasana. So perhaps covering your body with a blanket, resting your head on the cushion. If your lower back is feeling tight, you can keep your knees bent and resting together, your feet wide. Or roll a blanket or a bolster behind the knees is a great option here. Just going to put a jumper on myself. So take some time to set yourself up. Making any last adjustments. Doing anything that your body needs to do so that you can completely come to rest now. Really coming to complete stillness. As you allow your whole body to really rest heavy on the ground now. Become aware of the places where your body is in contact with the ground. If you can, let your toes fall out to the sides and let your hands rest palms face up. Notice the back of your hands resting heavy on the ground. The backs of your arms. The backs of your shoulders, your shoulder blades. The back of your head. Coming down to the back of your hips. Legs, your calf muscles and heels. With each exhalation, feeling very grounded. Bring your awareness to your inhalation. With each inhalation, allow your body to be filled with a feeling of lightness. Allowing the muscles in your face to soften and relax. Feel as though your skin were lightly draping over your body. With each inhalation, as your body fills with a feeling of lightness, allow any tension or tightness in your body to float away. Bring your awareness now to the very base of your spine. With your next inhalation, follow the breath up the length of your spine to the crown of your head. Exhaling from the crown down to the tailbone. Simply moving awareness with your breath up the spine as you inhale, and down the spine as you exhale. Taking a few more breaths with your awareness, just like this. Releasing this awareness now, become aware of your belly. Notice the rise and fall of your belly with each breath. Feel as though your belly were like a balloon, gently filling with your inhalation, gently relaxing with your exhalation. Taking a few more breaths just like this. Becoming aware of your whole physical body now. Becoming aware of your whole physical body once more. Awareness that you are not this body. Awareness of your true eternal nature. Becoming aware now of your passing thoughts and feelings. Noticing the temporary thoughts, temporary feelings that arise, and allowing them to drift away without holding attachment to them, without getting involved. Simply noticing, coming back to the breath. Watching each thought pass by, each feeling that arises. Releasing this awareness now. Bringing your awareness back to the room, becoming aware of your whole physical body, laying on the ground. Feel free to stay resting in Shavasana. If you like, you can slowly start to wake your body up now, perhaps moving your fingers and your toes. Perhaps taking a big stretch, reaching your hands overhead, stretching fingers to toes. If you like, you can roll onto one side. Just pausing for a moment, taking a little bit of time. No need to hurry. The next part of our practice tonight is kirtan meditation or mantra meditation. Recommended method of meditation for this era. Just as we need exercise and food for the physical body, mantra meditation gives us food for the soul. So the mantra we'll use tonight is Haribol, Nitai Go, Nitai Go, Haribol. And it doesn't matter too much. It doesn't matter at all how you sound. Simply singing from your heart, allowing your heart and mind to bathe in this spiritual sound is all you need to do. So feel free to listen and then join in when you're ready. Just allow yourself to sit or lay with your eyes closed. And allow that sound to resonate The most wonderful thing about mantra meditation is all we need to do is simply listen and hear. Don't need any qualifications. The sound does the work for us. Let's bring our hands to prayer, to Anjali Mudra to finish. Taking a moment at the end of our practice to sit in gratitude together for all of our blessings, all of the opportunities that we have available to us. Count each of you among my blessings, and thank you so much for joining me online for some yoga practice, for mantra meditation. With great love and respect to each of you. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Look forward to seeing you next week. I wish I could have trained one of the cats to turn the video off. That would have been good, wouldn't it? Namaste, everyone. See you next time.